Welcome back to Keith's FIFA 18 story. My name is Ricky, and today Lincoln City are taking on Barnsley in League One. As you can currently see, Lincoln City are number 1, Barnsley number 2. This game is very important for who will win the league. If Lincoln City win, of course, that'll put them now 6 points up on Barnsley. If Barnsley wins, they will be tied with Lincoln City. If it's a draw, Lincoln City will still be up, but only by the same amount of points. Still only 3 points up, which could all come crashing down at any moment. So, very important that we win this game. It's unfortunate that Horigome, I'm really sorry. That's why we've been calling him Hori, because I don't want to pronounce the name and sound, racist for accidentally, affecting a sort of stereotypical Asian tone. That's why I call him Hori. Unfortunately, he's not on the pitch right now. It's Musqui, who just scored a goal. And I gotta say, that's excellent. Excellent news. But the reason I'm just when Hori's not on the pitch more than anything else is because he is the best non-Keith forward on the team. And Keith and Hori they've really gelled, over the course of the season. Like, there was some bits at the beginning of the season they weren't particularly great, but, it was a brand new thing. It was nothing like what Keith felt with Green last season. He felt, not that Green was bad to him in any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying that. But that he and Hori just click more. And part of it is that Green was, he was already on the team. Oh, jeez. I wasn't expecting to get the ball. When Keith came in last season. And this season, Hori was the new guy. Well, actually, they were all new guys. Because I think Musqui came in this season too. Thomas came in this season. And, but yeah, it's mostly what I wanted to just talk a little bit about was, their friendship. They've become, not the friendship between he and Briggs. Even though they're not roommates anymore, Keith and Briggs are still the best of friends. Briggs is still he's on the pitch right now. He's the second best central defender. Tied for the best, I don't really remember. That was a good stop. Keith is offsides, cause sure. But yeah, so he and Hori, they just click better. Keith knows that if he's starting to run, Hori's going to be right there, and if he feels like he can't take the shot or doesn't want to take the shot, he knows he can flip. He could just pass it to Hori to get, and it'll be the back of the net. He just knows it'll be the back of the net. That's not always the case. Sometimes the connection isn't made between the two of them for whatever reason. A better defense, just a bad pass. But just positioning, they just click really well. Not that he doesn't click with the other strikers. Keith does, but Keith really is clicking with Hori. And the reason I bring this up is that there are, after this game, 6 more games in League One. And then both Hori and Keith think that Hori might be gone next season. That they might, he doesn't know what's going to happen, and he's very nervous about having to come up with a new strike partner, right now, he has a good partnership with Musqui and a good partnership with Thomas, but it's not the same connection. They're not the best strike partnership in all of football because neither one of them are the best forwards in all of football, but they're the best strike partnership on the team. So that's all I really want to talk about with that. So the game sort of told me that Lincoln City secured promotion to the championship, but the math doesn't quite add up. Because they're only 10 points ahead of Preston. And so it seems like that's, 4 games. So I don't really know what's going on there. I don't know. We're going to win the league, so it won't matter. We won't even worry about the playoffs. So that's exciting. Winning the league is going to be fantastic. This game we won't win the league with this game because they're only 3 points behind us. So it'll probably come down to the end of the season unless they go on a losing streak. Or we go on a losing streak, one of the two. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this because I think the last game was the FA Cup game. We're playing Liverpool in the semifinals of the FA Cup. And that's at the end of this month. Probably won't be next week's video. Might be. Depends on how I feel. There are several games. There's a lot of League One games. And I really don't want to play them all. I don't want to play them all offline. I'd like to have at least one. Maybe even 2. Just because there's only 6 left. And the tension at the end of the season and winning the game. If we don't win, we may not, it's not like we're not going to, we're probably going to get promoted. Let's just be honest here. We're probably going to get promoted. Thing is, after Barnsley, there's only one other team currently in playoff contention, and that's Milton Keynes. And then we close the season against Luton Town, and they're just out of the playoffs. And I bring that up because the rest of them, they're just not as good a team. They're further down in at least this season. They could be a good team, but they're just not there yet. And the reason I bring that up is simply because they may not be interesting or exciting games. But the one thing I don't want to do is win the league and not record winning the league. So that's one thing I will definitely try to get. Also, currently, Keith is leading the League One in goals with 25. I'm not particularly worried about him at this point in that he has 7 assists, I think, which is not even the most amount of assists on the team. That's Bostwick. I didn't realize Bostwick had so many assists because every time any of the CPU players get into the box in the game, they tend to want to put it in the back of the net instead of pass it to another player who could have put it into the back of the net. Did I mention we were at home? Yeah, we're at home in front of the glorious Lincoln City fans. Glory to Lincoln. Anyway, looks like we're going to win this game. I mean, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but there is only a minute and a half left, plus stoppage time. I mean, yeah. There's only 1 minute of stoppage time, so. All right, Keith. Just right up the middle. Take it back. Don't get dispossessed right at the end of the game. Well, still, things are looking really good for Lincoln City to win the league. Again, we're still only 6 points. We're only 6 points up now on Barnsley. Anything could happen. But I don't know why we're only seeing the Barnsley players right now. This is super weird. Because we're in Lincoln. So this is super weird. This has been Key's FIFA 18 story. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more FIFA 18.